Last time on Utopia Podcast, the party came back to the carousel court to find that Scylla was no longer there, having gone out to do the rat bounty on her own. Needing something to do with the rest of the day, they evaluated the bounties that they had gathered and decided to do one, looking for someone's brother who had been lost at a cove north of the city. They walk up the beach, musing and chatting, learning and remembering, and eventually hear shouts in the distance. And as they approach, they find a small boy surrounded by giant crabs and a turtle man with no name who is planning to sacrifice him. They begin to fight the crabs and the turtle, and that is where we find the party.
I think after hearing Livy's guiding words of duck, and swinging out at this crab, it's now like probably like almost sitting in the sand under its shadow. She's gonna look up a little bit at this crab and almost see like a flicker of maybe a different creature standing over her once again, and just have this like black moment where she just suddenly goes into rage.
Yeah.
And okay, marked that. And then we're going to swing out and attack this crab. There's no hesitation anymore.
Beautiful.
Nah. Still a 14.
14 doesn't quite hit as you make purchase where you're supposed to with this crab, but the hard exoskeleton, that exterior, is pretty tough to get through. 10 as the claw goes to try to hit Ziba and misses the crab that she is engaged with. The crab that was once holding Morgus is going to turn to look at Ziba and Livy, the two next closest individuals. Seeing that Ziba is engaged and having faith in its family member, this crab is going to make it to Livy and try and crab claw. My good rolls are gone. That's an 8 to hit.
Nope.
Great. And then the two crabs that were attacking Godfrey, who has full-on yeeted himself out of combat with these crabs, are going to engage Morgus, each trying to get you with their claws. Natural 1 will not hit. 23 will hit.
More on that one. Morgus is gonna, his eyes are gonna flash even brighter, and he's gonna lift his hand as it comes down. I'm gonna use Chronal Shift to make you re-roll that attack.
21 to hit.
Still hits.
I still think that's the coolest reaction.
It was a 19 and a 17 on the die.
Looks really cool doing it though.
It does look cool, man. And mid-roll, so 3 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make that strength saving throw.
Oh, I should probably damage myself instead of heal myself there. That would be helpful.
You slide
I'm gonna
off.
try this. Oops. No. It's just, it's not supposed, I'm supposed to be in a claw tonight. So.
Awesome.
There's this tiny little from Morgus as it happens
As you
again.
get a 2 on your strength save and you are grappled again. Yeah.
He's so focused on trying to make the... Anyway.
Yeah. That's back to Godfrey.
Okay, so Godfrey, now seeing this person not stand down, is going to reach into Avanosh's potion bin and pull out a blue potion that bubbles and steams as if boiling, and uncrack the lid and drink it.
Beautiful!
Oh my god.
I'm going to send you a chat with what that is.
Does Godfrey have
Oh,
all of the
boy.
potions? I don't think we distributed them.
Yep. I currently have them. I was going to redistribute them once everyone was there, but since Scylla wasn't here.
All right.
Ugh.
I'll just
Where-
read it out loud. So you have consumed a
Boom.
potion of heroism. For 1 hour after drinking it, you temporarily gain 10 hit points. That lasts 1 hour. For the same duration, you are under the effect of a bless spell. And you're glowing with a bluish hue.
Okay, so he feels much better after that, but he's also going to use a charge of his healer's kit
Cool.
to heal himself as a bonus action. So that's going to heal him. For 9.
Cool.
And then I'm going to move around to be behind the turtle, so if he tries to do that Thunderwave thing, I don't get knocked
All
off
right.
the edge. And I'll say, "Your grave." That's the end of my turn.
He says, "You're not looking very good for the wear. Not very funny coming from you." Yeah, that's it. Who's next? The turtle! Our old friend No Name.
We really should have asked
Mr.
first.
Levy.
Oh yeah,
He
We did.
I forgot about that. You said no name.
His name. His name is
Just
Mr.
happened.
Levy.
How did I forget that? It's something you're doing.
fantastic. He is. What is he going to do? He is going to try and attack you, Godfrey, with his staff.
All right. Got it.
No, that's a 12 to hit.
Does not.
Great. That's to Livy.
Okay. Well, I'm getting ganged up by crabs. I can't escape. This is how I die.
Die with a smile.
Death by crabs. Disguise self, turn into a crab. I did it. I solved your
Is
riddle.
that what you're doing?
No. I don't think I could.
I don't think you could either. You could like try and put a bunch of the baby crabs on you or something. One of us. One of us.
One of us.
Stella's right in front of the crab as a crab.
I'm gonna do a wisdom. I'm gonna do a wisdom. I don't wisdom save on the crab who I already injured.
You're doing Dissonant Whispers again?
No, Burke.
Oh, barking. You're bringing out the doggo.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Which kind of dog is it this time?
I said corgi last time, I think. He is going to be... I want to say my dog, but no one knows what my dog looks like. He's going to be a little shitsdoodle
Yay! All right.
and lose his goddamn
The
mind
crab got a 2.
when he sees that crab.
So roll me some damage for your doggo.
For my good boy. Oh, it's still 1d4, and he has disadvantage. Just a 2. He has disadvantage.
What? Okay. So this crab, ears already bleeding from your dissonant whispers on your lyre. As the dog starts barking, its brain just like,
Oh no! I'm
and
sorry!
it falls to the ground dead.
Oh no! I will mourn for you, crab.
All the other crabs cry out. And you watch as the 2 crabs in the water kind of turn.
Oh, this is really bad.
And that's to Morgus. Or wait, you have a bonus action. And you're engaged, so I don't know if you want to move, but you could. You could risk it.
I could move, but I would yeah, no, I'm not gonna risk it for the biscuit.
Biscuit.
The fact that the person who likes the crabs the most made the
Not
first
that
kill.
biscuit. I'm gonna draw my sword. And unconfidently stand.
Please roll another fucking nat 20 with your goddamn sword. It is part of the story narrative now.
Just all nat 20s just on the sword. Okay. I don't think I can attack because I already did things,
Yeah.
but I do draw it.
Beautiful. Ziba.
Okay, well, I don't think it's my turn yet.
Marcus,
Oh,
I
but
think.
Morgus. It's Morgus' turn. Oopsies.
frantic
Okay.
hand waving.
All right. I think after the just that sort of sigh of exasperation from Morgus, he's gonna just extend both of his hands, and more of those sparkles are gonna like congregate, and then he's just gonna release a second level burning hands of that white gold fire. So I'm hoping to get both of these crabs in that cone. Since based on my position. So that is going to be a... Oh, well. That's the damage if they fail. But yeah, it's a DC 14 dexterity saving throw.
One saves with 17 on the die. Other fails. So 17 plus 0 is 17. Give me that damage is 14. You straight up magic glitter burn one of the crabs out of its home. It just clumps to the ground, and there's just steam rising out of the parts of the shell. You had a crab boil. It smells really good. And the other one as well, same thing, dead, dropped. You fall to the ground. The claw falls open. As this crabbo is also donezo and cooked. It smells good.
With that is my action.
Ah, the smell of death. Great.
Delicious.
Your hand crab?
Morgus's eyes are still kind of glowing right now, and he's very stoic when he enters this mode, and he's just going to turn around, look at the boy, and I'm hoping with my bonus action I can like grab the boy's hand and help like drag him closer to the tree line.
Yeah. You can absolutely
Okay,
do that.
my movement is 25, so I imagine that's maybe like 5, 10, like maybe 10 feet closer to the tree line. That's what I want to do. That's going to be my turn.
Beautiful. Ziba.
If I could attack recklessly, I would, but I can't, so I will do so in spirit. Because those are my options. I don't
Why
have
can't you?
that. Do I have that? I'm pretty sure I don't have that. Do I? It's not
Yeah.
on my
You
sheet.
get that at level 2 as a barbarian.
And I believe you
Yep.
should be level 3
I am
if
level
you haven't
3,
leveled up.
but I don't see it on my
Yeah.
sheet.
Okay, good.
Should be features and traits.
Oh my god, there it is. Nice. We're gonna do that.
And
Woo!
do it.
It's a good thing we did. That'll be a 21 compared to a 7.
Yeah, that'll hit. Give me that damage as you make your first slash on this crab.
11.
Okay, you murdered the crab.
Haven't made a hit this entire combat.
What does this look like?
I feel like at this point, she's a little hesitant to attack at first, and now at this point she's just blindly attacking out. There's this bigger foe towering over her. She's not even quite seeing anymore, but she just knows she's just zoned in on these weak points and just randomly slashing out whoever she can make contact with, and maybe even like slide slightly off this hard exoskeleton that she's been hitting repeatedly, and it just sinks into like this soft portion in the arm of the crab and ending it.
The crab arm, claw falls to the ground, and the crab falls as well. Blood pouring out of the open wound rather quickly onto the sand, where all the little crabs are just still going
Ah, the life of a small crab.
skittering around. Bonus action or movement?
I will come help Libby now. Once again, as it all began, sneaking up behind this crab. Well, not actually sneaking, but behind the crab.
Yeah. Cool. Sorry, I'm just reading something.
Imagine just spinning around looking for the next target, and the crab attacking Libby just happened to be the closest target.
Sweet. Marking you for death because you attacked recklessly. And it's the crab's turns.
Huh.
I'm in a mood. Okay. The crab engaged with Livy is going to try and get you with its claw. 13
Who,
to
me
hit?
or Libby?
That
Livy.
meets it, beats
Ah. 6 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make
Oh, that's-
a strength saving throw.
it. It's not as bad as a. Okie dokie. Oh right, I have a -2
You got it.
or a -1. Okay. Let me. No, I just have a -1. So 18.
Yeah, you save. You're not grappled. It tries to grab in your claws and it bruises your ribs, but you're able to slither out rather quickly.
I use my short sword to mitigate, to keep it from closing in as I slip underneath.
Yeah. At this point, having heard the cry of their dying brothers and sisters, the 2 crabs in the water begin to make their way up onto shore.
I feel like the big crabs have a better bond than the little crabs. Little crabs are kind of just, oh wow, this is new, and the big crabs are like, hell no, not on my beach.
All right. And that is to Godfrey.
Alright, I'm going to, having just dodged the staff strike, gonna take the short sword and try to run it across the arm that's holding the staff primarily. And that is a 19 to hit
That hits.
for... That's unfortunate. 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I don't need my calculator for that.
And then I'm going to bonus action Flurry of Blows.
Beautiful.
So the next attack, a 10 to hit.
No.
The last attack is a natural 20.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
So I'm going to burn a key point to make this a hand of harm.
Hell yeah, you are.
So as I slash across the arm and then try to swing in to hit the face, I end up hitting the shell instead, and then I take my left hand, and from the sockets of his skull mask, this slight black mist starts to seep out, and the same, just like necrotic energy, fills and surrounds his hand as he slams into the face of this turtle that's been so adamant about killing everything on this beach that isn't a crab. So it's gonna do
So much.
8 points of bludgeoning damage plus 9 points of necrotic damage.
Turtle man, no name, hunches forward into this. You watch as like the green color of his skin drains away. His face kind of glows white, and this black like bile ooze kind of like comes out of his mouth a little bit, and he just looks up back at you in the eyes. He doesn't look good. He looks real not great. Not good at all.
All right. It's the end of my turn.
And on his turn, he will fully retreat into his shell
Aw.
Okay.
and fall to the ground. And that is to Livy.
I don't think it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try to hit this thing with my sword.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll my real dice.
Real dice. Oh no.
Natural 20.
What?
It's been a little too many nat 20s for one session.
I know, and that one. Right. Give me this damage.
Okay, holy shit. 9.
All right. Crabbo is still up. I kept trying not to say that this whole game because of connections to that name, but it just slipped out. Still up, but as you hit this crab with your sword, you lob off the claw that is holding you. That claw falls to the ground. Unlike the hit that Dee Dee dealt that just straight up killed this crab, you didn't hit it as strategically as someone who wields a sword all the time, but you have freed yourself with this natural 20
I actually
from...
was never held. I rolled a...
I know the threat's even gone.
I'm forgetting everything.
We could just say as I ducked and I twisted the blade and did a little spin around and sliced through the arm as it tried to grab me. Did a side sweep.
Sweet. Yeah. The claw falls to the ground in front of you. All right, Morgus.
Okay. I believe that what Morgus is going to try to do now... Yeah, this could be a dire situation. So more movement-wise, and maybe this is my bonus action to do this, I want to keep dragging the boy closer, out of harm's way, potentially. So maybe another 10, 12 and a half feet toward the tree line. So that's going to be my movement. But he's as he does so, he's going to just lift his hand, and more little galaxy sparkles are going to sort of materialize and swirl, and I'm going to let out 3 bolts at this crab. Oh, hold on, this crab right here that just came up out of the water by the boat. And I'm just going to cast a first level magic missile at it. So there's the first D4. I'm sending all 3 at it. There's the second D4, and here's the third D4. So that's the total force damage on him.
Great. Poo, poo, poo. All through the shell again. Still standing.
Okay.
But
So yeah,
wounded.
I'm going to move like maybe right here with the boy where I can like kind of have a vantage on the whole scene except for like up the little ledge area. And that's my turn. Just going to keep pulling that boy backward with me.
Cool. Yeah. All
We're
right.
gonna
Ziba.
run up behind the crab that is currently, attempted to catch Libby within its claws. And more for flavor, jumping on its back and just trying to stab somewhere in a weak point of the armor.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check for the jump and an attack for the hit.
21 for athletics. 18 for the attack.
Oh yeah, no problems. That hits.
Any day now. For 9.
Digital dice. Yeah, you just like shove this sword straight down into the head of the crab, taking out another one.
Crabs are not for riding. That's what I've learned.
All right.
Um,
Anything else you would like to do? You
yep.
took your movement and your
That's what's
action.
happening.
All right. The 2 crabs coming out of the water are just gonna keep moving up the beach. They can't quite make
Imagine
it.
this crab
to
crawling
any
backwards out of the
others.
ocean.
It goes like sideways.
That's back to Godfrey. This
Okay.
turtle hiding in its shell in front of him.
1v1.
I'm going to try to move over to where like the head opening is and just try to like kick into the shell.
Freaking kick him.
It's cocked. Should I re-roll it or just
Yes.
take? Okay.
You should reroll.
All right. That is a 20.
I will tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, no, go ahead.
It's
Yeah.
a 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Oh my god. Okay, that's 7 points of what I want to be non-lethal damage.
Oh. Okay, what does this look like as you make this turtle man unconscious?
So I go over to that hole where I know that its head came out, and I just angrily kick into it, trying to hit his temple and knock him out cold.
He is knocked out cold.
And then breathe heavily. And am I able to like push him over this ledge and onto the beach somewhat safely?
Yeah.
Okay, I will do that. And after that, how much movement would I have left?
If you jump down from the beach or from the ledge,
Yeah.
you've taken 20 movement. So you'll have 20 left, right?
Okay, so from
Yep, from there.
enough to get up to that crab.
Yeah.
It's coming out from the ocean. So he rolls the unconscious turtle onto the beach, just slides down the barrier, runs forward, and then is just going to try to elbow strike this crab, just like right in its head.
Mm-hmm.
16 to hit.
Let me double check that hits. Yep.
It does hit?
Yep.
Nice. It's another 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
You take out another a crab, your first crab, right?
Yeah.
With your elbow.
What an initiation.
Godfrey just looks real mad.
I guess we know what makes Godfrey mad. Crabs. He hates crabs.
All right.
Beautiful.
Yep, that's my turn.
That's to Libby.
I'm going to back up a little bit, but enough that I can still get this. Yep, it's 60 feet, so we're gonna back up a little bit over here and actually a little boop by this dead crab, and I'm gonna do. I'm gonna summon my Pomeranian, like my little whatever dog I said, not Pomeranian, Shih Tzu, whatever.
Yeah. So moving around the crab that Ziba had killed in front of you, just enough to get eyes on the last living crab that has been making its way towards you from out of the ocean. And it's going to make its wisdom save. That's a 7.
No. 4.
Beautiful. It kind of like shakes a little bit in its hulking form, but has eyes set on Ziba and keeps moving forward. Bonus action.
Oh, I have healing word. That's right. I'll heal Ziba a little bit.
All right.
Did it do things? Come on. I pressed the button.
Sometimes it takes a second.
Okay. I rolled 3 plus my modifier, so like plus my skill is going to be okay. So 8.
I'm back to full health.
You get healed for 8
Well-
8 damage. You get healed for 8 damage.
I don't even feel being flipped over by a crab anymore.
Woo! All right, Morgus.
All right. I think. Yeah. Seeing the situation, Morgan. Bleh.
Morgan Le Fay.
Morgus.
Guten Morgen.
Morgus is. He's just gonna, like, his eyes are gonna drift over to the last crab remaining, and his fingers and his free hand will sort of like look like they're grabbing onto something, and then a ball of that like white and gold fire will just coalesce in his hand, and then he'll like flick with his wrist, and the ball will turn into a brilliant firebolt going at the crab, and he'll like flick it like up and over the carcass of the dead one.
I like to imagine the crab is doing a little like white flag of surrender.
It looks so cool.
You miss, but it does
so
look
cool,
gorgeous.
though.
As you set the dry driftwood log on fire, that's right next to the crab.
That's gonna be it's gonna be my turn.
The smell of cooked crab still in the air from the two that have been boiled. Anchor is an all-in-one podcasting platform that allows you to record, edit, add music, publish across every platform. It gives you your own website, allows you to customize and brand that website, and honestly, it's all in one place, and it's so easy. You literally just drag and drop and drag and place, and it is so easy. I'm not even sure if the podcast would have made it this far if it weren't so quick and convenient. So if you are thinking about starting a podcast or currently have a podcast, why not switch to Anchor? It's a all-in-one free podcasting platform, and all you have to do is download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Seriously, download the app, go to anchor.fm, and get started. All right. Zeba.
Okay. Let's get into this by the state of rage. We're going to turn around and make eye contact with this crab approaching us, and that's a challenge. And if you know Ziba and her love of competition, we'll take on that challenge. So we're just going to run yelling at this crab to attack with our loving greatsword that was definitely not stolen. And that is an 8. So that's not gonna.
That does not hit.
These are hard shells, man. It's definitely not my rolls.
All right. That crab, the only crab remaining, is going to try and attack Ziba.
At least I don't have the death mark anymore, right?
Right. 17 to hit.
Yeah.
5 bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make that strength save.
$24.
Oh, yeah. You are not grappled, as you just use your brute strength to hold the claw open and drop down back onto the beach.
Not today, sir. Not today.
That's to Godfrey.
All right. I'm going to see. 70 feet. I'm going to run over the delicious smelling boiled corpses of these giant crabs.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of parkouring off the top of them. About 40 feet closer to this last crab that's here. Mm-hmm. And as he does, he's going to reach behind his coat and grab out a dart and try to throw it at it.
Yeah.
Just trying to see my range. That's more than 20 feet away from me, so it'll be a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a crab.
Woo! That's 2 18s on the die.
Hell yeah.
A disadvantage. Plus, yeah. It takes 5 points of piercing damage.
All right. You hit it right in one of its eyes with this dart, even at long range. It's still alive, writhing around and trying to snap at Ziba.
Teach me how to do that move someday. God.
That's to Livy.
I'm gonna first say the first, I guess. Once again, try to bark this dude to death.
Okay.
Wisdom.
7.
Nope. It's just much easier if I bark. 1.
Its ears kind of shakes its head again. It seems badly wounded, but not really from your barking.
And it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Yeah.
Oh wait, oops! I accidentally hit prestidigitation.
No, that's okay. All right, Morgus.
Okay, Morgus is honestly just gonna try the same thing. He's like, and he'll just like coalesce another ball of fire and flick it. But I'm not rolling digital dice this time because let's just see what happens.
Initial
Hey,
dice are garbage.
11 plus 6 is a 17 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
Yay!
Just kidding. It's a little lower than that, but
Still.
the
So
total
my-
was a 17.
There. That's okay. That I'll take.
Oh! One more boiled crab.
Oh,
Yeah. Aw.
Still-
They're no longer in combat.
Jeez, you could have fried me with that.
Morgus's
The
eyes
log
just
still
kind of
smolders next to the crab with that was just taken out.
Morgus will just kind of like lift his hand and use prestidigitation to slowly put out the fires bit by bit.
Livy will help.
Godfrey's going to go take some of his rope and tie up the unconscious turtle who we still have.
You tie up a turtle in a shell.
And as,
Just going to like bind his hands together and his feet.
But like, he's in a shell though, so like,
When he's unconscious, he doesn't like unfold out of
do
the
you
shell.
like grab his arm from in the shell? Like, I wouldn't be sticking my hand in someone
Well, then I
else's
just
shell. That
wrap
seems
it
a
so
little
he
personal.
can't come out of his shell.
Yeah, that's what I was
just cover
imagining.
the
You just
hole
like
so he just like
wrapping the yes.
Yeah. So it's like a little sled that I could just sling over my shoulder and pull through the sand.
Morgus,
Oh, poor.
as Morgus does that last prestidigitation, his eyes will like go back to normal, and he'll kind of like, "Oh, you're right, boy. You have a name."
Thank you, sir. Thank you. My livelihood's in that box of crabs, and it's empty, and I don't. He just like looks distraught, and he's just like staring at his hands as he sits near the tree line in the sand.
What's your name?
Oliver.
Well, Oliver, you can worry about that in a moment. Do you need something to eat?
Yes, please.
All right, I've got some here, and I'm like, my headcanon is that Morgus never leaves the Carousel Court without some kind of pastry or bread, like carbohydrate items. So I'll give him a croissant or two. They might be a day old, but
You could also probably eat one of these crab claws.
Oh yeah,
If he's
Zip
real.
said we're
Yeah,
gonna
that's what I
like
was about to
shake off
say.
some like
That's
the rage
true.
from the fight, and then come over here and use your sword to like pry open the boiled crab shell.
Yeah. It's good.
this is some like Flintstones level crab that we're eating right now.
The boy takes the bread morsels you've given him and eats them. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And he like devours them real fast.
You're welcome.
So, why have you not eaten for a week?
I've been stuck in that circle of crabs for, well, a long time.
He was just threatening to kill you for days?
Uh-huh. He said he had to wait for the full moon.
I'm not gonna act
That's
like I know
a
anything about
strange
crab
requirement.
traditions.
I'm not gonna pretend to understand the ways of, one caster or another, but
I wish Kig was here. He could explain.
who?
Not very well.
It's a very interesting friend of ours who went off to join the wolves.
All right. Well,
He smears some blueberry from the croissant across his face. Can I have some more?
You want some crab?
there you go.
Sure. I'll eat some crab.
I think while he's eating, Morgus is gonna go over to like the boat and try to can I do that? Yes, I'm gonna try to mage hand the like crab box or the cage up and out of the water and try to get it see if it needs fixing.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this crab box, and there's probably I'm prefacing this by saying I've never been crabbing in my life. There are probably 50 crabs in this box.
That's a
Oh my
big
god!
box
Yeah, no,
or
that's
small
way too
crabs?
much.
It's a big box.
Not sure if Mage Hand
So
can pick up that much weight in crabs.
it wouldn't be able to. That's way
Any tiny little pygmy crabs? Are they like
The
Dungeness
50
crabs?
So
ghost
it's just
crabs.
So
These are
like,
Pacific Northwest crabs.
Yeah.
I don't eat meat, y'all. I don't eat meat. I don't.
If
I
if
used
they're like
to
Dungeness
go
crabs,
with
there's
my
no way
uncle
Mage
to-
Hand's doing that.
Are the crabs in like the South and things aren't the same as the Pacific Northwest, right? Like they're different types.
Yeah, they're different type of
Oh,
crab,
they're all
different
over.
size.
I've never been to the. I've been to the East Coast, and I would get, but like most crabs, I think 50 of anything, I think, would be difficult for me.
50 pounds worth of crabs. How about that?
That's doable. We eat about
Morgus
5
is going
pounds
to
per
do
ounce
his
meal,
best
so
to pull the box out of the water.
Yeah.
Goddamn fucking crabs.
it's a lot of crabs.
You,
A lot of
you
crabs.
need help.
You know, some help would be rather nice. There's more crabs in here than I anticipated.
Siba's gonna take off the entire arm off of this giant crab and like haul it over to the
Oh
little
my
boy
God,
to eat, and
50
probably
to
not
100
realize he probably can't
wild
open it
raging
himself.
crabs.
Yeah. He struggles. This crab arm is as large as you, Dee Dee, and this human boy is not as large as you. It probably comes up to like your collarbone, like your what the fuck is this bone called? And your
The sternum?
Oh,
yeah, your sternum. And he can't break it open on his own.
oh. Do you need like a knife or help? Yeah, never mind. Just hand it here. I'll get it.
Thank you. Well, you're all so kind. How did you find me?
Poor crab. Your
Sunset
brother
walk.
was worried about you.
Oh. Yes, my brother. That makes sense. I wonder why he didn't come on his own.
Maybe he saw the like ginormous crabs and thought maybe he should get some help.
Yes, he's the turtle without the name, Mr. Nameless. Said he warned you before? Why would you come back with a man threatening to murder you if you did the things you did?
Well, I didn't know that until he told you all that, and to be honest, we couldn't read the letters he had left us. It just looked like gibberish drawings. But I assumed that was a warning.
Probably.
Yeah, that adds up.
I would be really interested in to learn how this, I'm assuming, druid ended up here.
Livy, that's very nice, but would you please help me get this box of crabs out of
I
the
am helping you
water?
up. I'm just very weak. I am very weak.
I am as
For this
well.
business. I am
Oh,
helping.
how do?
Yeah, I can help with that.
Thank you, Ziba.
So Godfrey is walking with the turtle druid wrapped in rope, dragging behind him. Ziba leaves the boy on the tree line to head towards the shore with Morgus to pull the crab box out of
I had
the
to get
water.
a snack first.
As you start pulling it out of the water, the little boy says, "Oh, that will be awful tiring to drag all the way back to town. We could all fit in my boat if it's okay. That would be faster."
I am fine with doing that.
Oh,
You go for a boat, right?
sure. Water. I love water.
Do you? Well, that's
great.
nice. It's a fine day for a boat ride.
The boy stands up and kind of falters and grabs onto the tree. "I'm not sure I can row, but I can tell you where to go." And he starts slowly walking towards the boat.
Right, can I go retrieve my dart as well?
Yup.
Okay.
It's covered in cooked crab meat.
Livy will stare sadly at all of the poor little crabs.
All the little crabs are just skittering around, dancing sideways, doing their little dance.
So we just leaving the no name here tied up on the beach.
Oh no, I'm bringing him with us. He's going to face justice for what he tried to do here.
It's just he didn't
I mean-
actually kill him. It's just environmental conservation, isn't it?
No, he specifically said, "Kill them, my crabs. I want you to kill them." And when I tried to get him to stop, he said, "No, I'm not going to stop until you're all dead." So I'm going to put him away so he's not going to be a problem for anyone else ever again.
I do
Poor crabs.
feel
No one to advocate for him.
on one. I agree. All right. I simply feel, and maybe this is just me being a little too, I don't know, mandy-bandy, but it sounds like if we don't come here and kill specifically his crabs, there won't be a problem.
I feel like it might be difficult to get a jury
I'm
of
not
his peers.
Yes, like, it sounds like we're trying to judge someone whose culture we don't really understand. I'm not saying murder is right or what his actions were right. It just seems a little wrong for us to drag him to our justice system.
Isn't he sort of within the jurisdiction of Ebconor, being so close to Florencia?
Yeah, but he clearly doesn't. I mean,
If he was being
look at
harmless,
this
I would
crazy,
agree.
like
Like he
can't
pays
even-
taxes.
He thinks he's a crab.
Not paying taxes
Yes.
is an even bigger crime. Well, sort of on par.
So if for no other reason we're taking him back so he could get help.
All
I
right.
just said that to start with.
I think that's a good idea, or at least we should talk to him and agree not to get people not to go to his land anymore. Because I feel like things like this will continue to happen if we don't reach some sort of agreement with him.
Well, I would wonder if he's part of a sort of larger group of individuals, or if he's a loner. If he's a loner, taking care of him might solve the problem.
He didn't have a name, so I want to lean towards loner.
I will leave
I
that.
wonder if he was raised by crabs.
I'll leave that
Well, he
to the
thinks he's a
local
crab.
government to
The
decide.
crabs are his family.
And Godfrey tries to heft him into the boat.
Yeah, give me an athletics check.
Am I still under the effects of?
Yep. It's an hour.
Yeah. Does that include skill checks? Just saving throws and attack rolls, right?
Bless.
Yeah.
I think it's just saving throws and attack rolls, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, it teetered on natural 20 and then fell back to a 2.
Can I move to catch
So that's
the turtle?
a 5 total.
Yeah, you can assist.
I
and
just
roll
don't
your
want
own
it to drown in the sea and knocked out and tied up. I mean, I don't know if he drowns or not. And I don't want to make the assumption if he can breathe underwater or not.
Is he a saltwater turtle?
Is he a
I don't
turtle or
know.
a
I
tortoise?
can't ask him, so I'm just gonna catch him. That would be my instinct.
He's a
You said
turtle.
athletics. Check or save? Yeah, whatever, same thing.
Check. It's a check.
18.
Yeah. You're able to catch and you're push the turtle
Jesus.
just into the front of the ship and it dips.
Wrong religion. My Sharia, you almost dropped him into the ocean.
I did. Thank you for catching him.
The weight of the turtle in the front of the ship causes the water to just barely, like, the tip of the water as the waves come, just a little bit gets into the boat. Just a little. Every time a wave comes.
Can we carry? Will the boat sink if we all go in?
One way to find out, and I will haul that crab cage into the boat.
Yeah. You haul the crab cage in. The turtle is in. You haul the crab cage into the back, and it kind of actually levels things out. There's about a foot of the boat exposed, which isn't normal, or like above the waves, but it seems like it might be okay.
Like, would I be able to, like, I guess the only way we could tell, like, if it would fit all of us if we all got in,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, the kid definitely needs to make his way back, but I think one more person's. I don't know. Do you think it will fit all
If
of
I'm
us?
gonna
Do you not
weigh
want
my
to get in that boat,
chances.
Levy?
Oh, well, I mean, it's not my. Being in the open water isn't my favorite thing in the
Well,
world. But I'm just mostly scared it'll sink and kill us all under the open
That's fair.
waves.
If not all of us can fit, and if you don't want to go, I'll accompany you back down the beach to the city. If Godfrey and Dee Zeba, Dizzy are all right going in the boat together.
Easy. Yes.
I was going to offer a similar thing.
Oh, thank you, both of you. That would be very kind.
Yeah, I'm sort of dense myself as a dwarf, so I might weigh it down more than expected. So I'm happy to walk down
I'll
the beach
get
with you.
in the boat.
We tied him up. I hope
Right.
so.
Dee Dee and Godfrey get in the boat as Morgus and Livy begin to walk south down the beach, the direction that you came. Are you all leaving all this cooked crab meat on the beach? The gulls have already come down and are starting to make work of these giant crabs.
If any could safely fit into this boat, I would take any that could safely fit in the
Can
boat.
I say that I took a bunch of crab meat and put it in my freshly cleaned backpack?
God damn it.
Oh my god. Crab is so much worse. Crab is so much worse than apples. Why?
Rats are gonna love you.
Dee, immediately upon getting back, you are going to put that crab in somewhere it can be preserved. Do you understand me? I do not usually give orders or tell you what to do, but this is a mandatory thing, okay?
What am I supposed to carry as snacks when we go on our hike?
Marcus exists and will feed you snacks, and he will be delighted to do
That's
so.
actually
right?
that's very true. I would be more than happy to do you have any does anyone have any paper? Perhaps you could wrap up the crab and just like make some little packages out of it. It might
It's in the cloth still. I just took off the parts that were just bone.
You know
I
what?
don't have bones.
Do as you please. Make yourself happy. That's all I want for you in your life. Livy,
Sit
you're the
down
one cleaning
next.
the back next time. I did it first time, you're doing it next time.
You sit down next to Oliver in the boat, and he goes, "Can I have some more?"
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
You just set the backpack in the middle, like open, and he just keeps reaching in and eating it.
Be careful not to eat too much.
We skipped lunch.
No, I mean Oliver. I don't think I don't think it's healthy to like eat like a bunch after you've not eaten for a while. I'm not a medic, but
Yeah, that's true. You want to pace yourself, or else you'll get really sick.
He looks up. There's like white meat like hanging out of his mouth. He goes, "But it's so good.
Just act like my granny on my Sharia day, okay? Just thin slices. Just keep taking
He holds
small
up
bits
single
at a
piece
time.
and, like, cuts it in between his teeth. But he's doing it really
Exactly.
fast.
They'll never know you had a piece if you keep taking little bits at a time.
All right, awesome.
Coincidentally, Livy, have you
Yeah.
got any paper? Does anybody, if they go off?
I do, but it's in my journal paper, and I will die before I get
That's
it out.
fair. That's fair. I might have some paper myself. If I have a few like sheets of like loose paper, I will put some crab meat in that, wrap it, and then put it in my bag to bring back to make some crab puffs or something.
Yeah. You probably have enough for like a pound of crab.
I will take a pound of crab.
All right. Zeba has like 10 pounds of crab in her backpack. Godfrey,
10?
you also were able to get a pound of crab. And with that, Godfrey and Zeba begin to row the boat at Oliver's direction toward Florencia with the cargo in tow. Morgus and Livy walk back towards the city. That that's it. Thank you so much for listening to episode 24. Find us on all your favorite social media platforms. And yeah, join us on Patreon. We're working towards that $100 a month goal. It's so simple and so out of reach currently. But with your help, we will make that goal and keep the podcast going. Intro and outro by Nolan Clock. Everything else by myself, Mystic Musings. Have a great day.